Welcome back, NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Music with Nick. Today, we got a marathon lineup for JK. Thank you so much for sponsoring the video. The marathon is titled Women Who Rock, and that's what we got here right in front of me. First of all, thank you so much, JK, for sponsoring the video, for making the video possible. I do appreciate it very much. And I'm sure all the viewers that were, providing so much content to the channel and different, every marathon is a little bit different and we get inspired. We hear one tune from one marathon and then we make an entire marathon out of that tune, which is really cool. So, but here are the musicians that we have. We're going to start it off with Blondie. Hanging on the Telephone from the album Parallel Lines. This is 78. Awesome, cool. Then Joan Jett and the Blackhearts with Backlash from Notorious. Let's see, this is 1991. Okay, cool. Then we're gonna we have the band Garbage Special, the song. This is version 2.0 from 1998. That's kind of cool. That was like when everything was 2.0, like software and stuff. Then the B-52s. Oh man, I love the B-52s. Alexia's gonna be jelly that I did this. I've heard like the classics, but give me Back My Man from Wild Planet. This is from 1980. Wow, I didn't know they went back so much. And then the Pretenders, they're literally one of my favorites right now. Mystery Achievement from the Pretenders album 1980. I love the Pretenders. I mean, the stuff that I did for Burt Bacharach marathon from the Pretenders was just like so real good, like really awesome. So yeah, so here we go. Thank you, JK, once more. Thanks everyone for watching, subscribing, liking, disliking. Hey, whatever you makes you happy. So here we go with Blondie, and can't wait. Here we go. Boom.
I'm in the phone booth. It's the one across the hall. If you don't answer, I'll just ring it off the wall. I know he's there, but I just tried to call.
Really cool. It sounds really punky. And I feel also that on the channel right now, I guess people are just requesting more popular stuff. I haven't heard this before though, but I'm sure it just sounds like this could have been played on the radio. It's very short. I almost feel kind of bad for pausing it. That's why I want to move on, but it just sounds really cool. And yeah, I'm sure we're going to get a lot of views on this one because I think this song, it just sounds very, I don't know, like it was a hit or something. But yeah, let's continue.
Interrupt and stop this conversation. Your voice across the line gives me a strange sensation. I like to talk when I can show you my affection. Oh, I can't control myself. Oh, I can't control myself. Oh, I can't control myself.
Wow, this was really good. And I love the lyrics. I love the punk. I love the distortion. I love the fast paced, just message about the telephone. And I remember as a 90s kid, I remember even being on the phone wired, and talking to your best friend or to your, to your girlfriend if you had one. I say more when you have a girlfriend as a child, and not as a child, but like a 14-year-old, 15-year-old. It's pretty much being a child in my days, I guess. And you would be on the phone, and it was so exciting to be on the phone. And then I remember when we first got our phone that was wireless. Oh my God, that was just like you could go anywhere, in your house or you could even go outside the house and talk on the phone. It was pretty insane. And I remember then when I got my first cell phone, it was so odd to be walking while talking. I would have to, when somebody would call me, I had to stop and then talk, and then kind of like it was like my motor skills were just not used to this, but now it's so normal to do everything on the phone while doing practically anything. You're jogging, you're on your phone, texting, jogging. And so, yeah, but really great song, really cool memories about just being on the phone, which was also pretty addicting without being on the internet, just talking to someone like your girlfriend or best friend or just anyone. Okay, moving on. Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, Backlash. Here we go. I think Joan Jett, I do have heard, I don't know, I think she's the one that sings I Love Rock and Roll, and I did see a movie where she is the Runaways. I think that's her and this blonde girl from another band, and I think they had a band together. I think the Runaways, that was the band. The movie was called The Runaways, and there was this blonde chick and also this brunette, or I don't know if she has black hair. I think she has black hair, and that's Joan Jett. So I do know who she is. There we go.
Take a swing now, you just can't resist.
Yeah, it was no fade out. It was just boom. I think there was another song. Man, the art of just like, writing a rock song, like a short rock song, it's really, it's an art form to make, like, there's not a lot of chords in there. There's not a lot of flash. There's not even a solo, but it's so good. And it's one of those, like, I'm sure this was one of those songs that was on the charts. I'm not sure, but it just sounds very good. Like, it's short and good, and it has everything you expect from a rock song. And it's not even like metal. It's not too complex, That's an art form, to write a cool chorus, that you can remember. Backlash, do 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 do. And it's so funny that, I mean, even back in the 80s, there was words like backlash, but you really had to do something like bad, or something noteworthy, or like, something pretty chaotic to get like backlash. I think, I don't know, maybe in high school. Today you move your finger and it creates backlash. It's so crazy how the world has shifted. I always talk about this a lot because I did live, in the 90s and 2000s, and it was just very different, So yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's that is obviously an entire discussion, but it's also, I enjoy that in the lyrics, it was just such a different time. But oh my God, musically speaking, this is so good. And I do remember that she's like a beautiful lady, Joan Jett, gorgeous. And I'm sure she still is. But yeah, this is a great tune. It's one of those, just rocking. you don't have to be a rocker to be into this. Pretty much anything could listen to this and say, hey, this is good, even without doing this, because I did it like down here. Okay. Going perfectly perfect this marathon. Really cool. Now, the band Garbage, I've not heard of them. Version 2.0 special. Let's see what they're all about. Let's go. Ooh.
Living without you, I know all about you. I have run you down into the ground, spread disease about you all the time.
Very good. Very good. I'm surprised. I don't know them. I'm on the Wikipedia page. Like I do, when I don't know anything, I do want to at least look up where the band is from. They're from Wisconsin, and surprisingly, they wrote the 19th James Bond theme song for the World Is Not Enough. That's awesome. And also won an Emmy for I don't know, what was it? They won something on MTV for best effects, and so they must have been big on MTV, and I remember watching MTV around, when was that? Man. I don't know, like 1996, 1997. But TV time was always a little bit limited. So I couldn't just watch, music videos, like it was like, it was like, I don't know. I couldn't really watch what I wanted. It was very controlled back in my days. And also what I was watching, what movies I was watching. So yeah, I mean, so I don't know. I don't know everything that was on MTV. And but yeah. I did watch some Beavis and Butthead by when I could. All right. So here we go. But this was great. This was good, and I would love to listen to, and I remember that song. The world is not enough. Something like that. Da, 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 da. I don't know. I haven't seen the movie in ages. But that's kind of cool that they made that theme. See, I think even the James Bond marathon kind of like sprung off and created maybe this marathon, So, okay. And I did love the song. Now, B-52s. Now, that's a band that I got introduced by Alexia. I had heard them before, just by watching the Flintstones movie, by default. They did the theme song, and I think some other stuff. And then Alexia got me introduced more, and she's just like a super fan of that band. But I'm sure she knows this, so I guess she won't be jelly, like I said. She'll be like all right with it, because I'm sure she already knows this. But so far, great bands. I mean, Blondie was awesome, very cool, very 80s, but rock, punk, like punk rockish. Then the second one, great, just forward, straight up rock. This was a little bit more. I don't know. It was. I mean, obviously straight up rock, but I don't know. It just didn't feel so 80s, but I loved it. It was a little bit more, I don't know. I don't know. It was very good. Let's leave it at that. It was very good. These are also so short, you can't really comment too much on them. It's just straightforward rock, and it's very enjoyable, and that's what we're looking for, right? So, okay, now B-52s, let's go with them.
Wishing everything could be the same.
love their sound. Like, and I really enjoy pausing the song, because what happens is when I don't pause a song, it's so hard to remember everything and to talk about. What I love right now about it's like the clashes, the drums, the bass, just a boom, 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 boom. Very simple but very effective, and like the guitar sound is so cool. It's just like it's, I don't know, like a little bit of chorus on there, and it's just clean, but it sounds so cool the way they're riffing. It's, oh man. And then the singing of these two women are so good. And but I also love when I think the drummer sings, or I'm not, if I'm not mistaken, but also when the guy sings, he has a very peculiar voice. But yeah, these chicks are so good. I mean, and when they harmonize, so good. Very cool. More rocking. Like literally like the title of the marathon, like, you know, girls rocking. This was way more heavy than like the other stuff I've heard from the B-52s, like Love Shack, and it's more like synthy, I think. When was this? Oh, this is from the 80s. So I guess they got a little bit more electronic and stuff during the 90s. I could be wrong, but this just sounded a little bit more straightforward rock, almost punkish, you know, really cool, from Wild Planet. I'm gonna ask Alexia about this, what she thinks, but yeah, really cool song. I love the lyrics, just the voices of these two girls that are so good. Okay, so now the big moment has arrived. The Pretenders, really a great band that I'm like starting to love a lot. And this is also from 1980, so let's give him a whirl. Is this from the, let me just check. No, wow, there's like 30 songs on this record, 26. So I don't remember the name right now, the one that I did for Burt Bacharach Marathon, but we're gonna do Mystery Achievement. Here we go.
every night time I find Mr. Cheating Dance, yeah, on my mind, on my mind, every day, every night time I feel, yeah, Mr. Cheating Dance, yeah, so hungry. Mystery achievements. Where's my sandy beach? Yeah. I had my dreams like everybody else, but they're out of reach. I said right out of reach. I could ignore you. Your demands are running day. I got no tears on my ice cream, but you know me. I love pretending, but every day. Every night time I find, yeah, mystery achievements, yeah, on my mind, and every day, every night time I feel, yeah, mystery achievements, yeah, so hungry.
This is so good, man. I wanted to see something. Let's see. Because this literally sounds a little bit like No Doubt. No Doubt. And I want to see if No Doubt, because No Doubt became obviously later in the 90s. If they had any kind of inspiration on No Doubt, I'm sure they did. Let's see here. Come on, is there something? If I press, no? Control F, Pretenders, nothing? Man, well, I don't know. It says here, wow, there was so much. This band went through so many different lineups, but well, we're not talking about No Doubt. I just wanted to see if No Doubt was any like were inspired, because this sounds like literally like No Doubt, but obviously this is the original. Like this is way before. I love the bass here, the guitars. I love her singing, so versatile in styles. Like, but again, this whole like marathon is very punkish. I do get a feeling of a little bit of punk rock here, which is completely fine. You know, punk rock is awesome. But yeah, I just heard like a little glimpse here of No Doubt, and I was like, I wonder if No Doubt was inspired by the Pretenders. But I guess I have to read up myself later, not on camera. Here we go.
every night time I find mystery achievements on my mind, on my mind. And every day, oh, every night time I feel mystery achievements, you're so
Wow. This was amazing. So I mean, talk about like a first album, man. Like, you know, there and it says here 1979. It says 1980 here. So again, Spotify get it wrong. This is amazing. Just as a first album, this is really, really powerful. Just like I think like the Doors, their first album was amazing. Iron Maiden, their first album was amazing. There's so many bands who had just like came out with a like Led Zeppelin first album. Pff, so good. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I could just keep on, you know, Kill 'Em All, Metallica, beautiful. Yeah. Let me know what you think is the best like debut of a band. I think The Doors for me is one of the most, I guess, beautiful albums that had so much good content on the first album, you know, and then it's almost like hard to surpass, you know. But this was great. This marathon was super interesting, super cool. And yeah, I think what got me here with the Pretenders was the voice. I think Gwen Stefani has the same range or the same style of singing. I don't want to compare them too much because No Doubt has a little bit more ska or reggae vibes going on, and this is straight up more rock, punk rock. But also, like I've heard the other songs by the Pretenders, is so different. So they're very versatile on their instruments. But yeah, B-52s, beautiful. Pretenders, beautiful. Garbage was great. I mean, I'm so glad that I read about the you know, the James Bond song. Then Joan Jett, legend of course of rock, and then Blondie, another legend. I know that Blondie, wasn't she in oh my god, I hope I don't get this wrong, but I think she was part of Fleetwood Mac, I think. If not, you can, you know, kill me in the comment section. But hey, this was a lot of fun. Thank you so much, JK, for doing another, because we've had a lot of female marathons, which I adore, but I think there was one missing, you know, with female rockers, and so we got that. So I do thank you very, very much. I hope everybody enjoys this video. You know, like I said, if you're new to the channel, give it a like, subscribe if you want to, and leave a nice comment or something, whatever you want. Thank you so much. Take care, and we'll see each other in the next video.